Hello everyone, Anubhav here and welcome to a fresh new episode of Mr. Gadgetician, where everyone is a gadgetician and I talk about gadgets on your behalf. So today I will be talking about the version that is going to be launched in near future, that is Android Q. Currently, the latest Android version is Android P, which is Android Pie. But after few months, there will be a new version that is Android Q. There are already some leaks about about this version, and thanks to XDA developers, they have put some pictures and also shared some information with us, and that's why we know something about Android Q. And today I will talk about the new features that will be available on Android Q. And let's just watch this video till end, and I think it will be very helpful to you if you are really enthusiastic about new Android version. And currently, if you are using a Android 9 Pie phone, and if it will get updated to Android 10Q, then you have to watch this video. So please give a thumbs up for that and also subscribe to this channel. So without wasting much time, let's just get into it. Let's go. I have divided the features in 10 parts. So the first feature is system-wide dark mode. That means that a dark theme will be available on every app which is natively available on your Android phone. Every app will support that dark mode. What it will do is that it will not stress your eyes on the night when you are using your phone in a dark room. It will not stress your eyes too much, and it is really helpful, as you already know that YouTube has already the dark mode. So when you are enabling it on your settings on Android Q, it will be available throughout all apps that supports dark mode. The second feature is that assisted dialing. This feature is for the travelers or for those who travel from one country to another. This will automatically pick the country code in which country you are. It will just pick the country code and it will apply it before any number you dial. So you don't have to always put that number, and always you don't have to always keep in mind that on which country you are traveling and what's their code or country code each for dialing. So that's a good thing for Android Q. The third feature is that on Android Q there will be emoji 12.0 version. So what does it mean? It means that there will be a lot of other emojis and additional emojis to the list of the emojis that are already available on Android. So there are lots of people who use emojis on their daily chats. So and in Android Q there will be a lot more emojis than what you have on your mobile right now. So the fourth feature, this is a very interesting and important features that it will on Android Q it will natively support Samsung Dex like experience. With this feature you can easily connect your tablet and to your computer, and also you can operate your tablet running on Android Q like a computer that will support on Android Q. The fifth feature is that multi-monitor support. So what it will do is that it will support that if you have an Android device, or a phone or tablet, you can mirror the screen. It's not just mirroring. It is not just mirroring. You can see the screen on many monitors if you project, and you can use simultaneously both the phone and the monitor. So that's a good thing about Android Q. So the sixth feature that adds on Android Q is that manual Google Drive backup. So if you use Google Drive to store your photos and documents regularly, then it will be a very helpful. You know that Google Drive only backups when it is connected to the Wi-Fi, but with Android Q you can backup your photos and documents using your mobile data or using any metered internet connection. Then the next feature is multi-resume. So it will allow you to use many apps simultaneously. When you are using an app, the apps you have opened in background, it just pauses. Most of the time it pauses, but in Android Q, it will allow you to use apps to run in background simultaneously, and it will not pause. It will just go on using your whatever task you are doing. So that's a very interesting thing, and I think this will be very helpful to users like me and you. So now let's come to the next feature, feature number 8. It is new developer options. So there will be a lot of developer options that is going to be available on Android Q. I am not telling you that all the features that are leaked on the rumors or on XDA developers will be available on Android Q, Q's official version, but at least for now there will be a very a vast option for vast options for developer. So to experience, to explore the Android AOSP. So Android AOSP means Android Open Source Project. So that's a good news for developers. They can experience with different apps with Android Q. The ninth feature is that accessibility addition. So what does it do? With Android Q, you can really do some great stuff. You know that on our Android 8 Pie or there there appears some messages or some alerts that appears just for some time and then it disappears. You have a certain amount of time to take action, but on Android Q you can determine that time. You can determine the time. You can really fix that time through which the message or alert will be available on your screen. You can read it or reply to it within that time period that you have set. So now come to the last feature, which is the 10th feature. It is all about the early access, and Google said, or Google is planning that you get early access to Android Q. The beta version or the developer versions will be available throughout many devices if compared to the other other previous versions. The Android Q will be available to much more device, and it will really be helpful for Google and also for the users to test and give feedback to Google. And Google also wants feedback from you and me, for the developers, for the users. So that's what Google is doing with Android Q. So the Android Q beta version or the build version will be available on the month of March. So that is not the exact version that will be officially published, but after many feedbacks from developers and users like you and me, Google will officially publish the Android Q version on August. I think it will be August because it was August the last year when August of the last year when Google published the official Android P version. So now let's come to an interesting thing. So as you know that Google names its Android versions by the name of some deserts. From the beginning they are carrying this tradition. So from the beginning they are carrying this tradition. So I think there will be no difference in this year also. So as you know, the Android 8 was named after Android Oreo, Android 9 was named after Android Pie. So what do you think the Android Q will be named after? Do you know any desert, any Indian desert that begins with Q? I know many deserts that is not Indian, which begins with Android Q. Google don't have many options to choose from, and comment below the names you would like to suggest to Google, and also let me know what you think about the new Android Q version. There is not major changes if compared to the Android 9 Pie, but still it will have some changes and it is still under test. So we have to wait for the official version. and please let me know what you think will be the name of the Android Q. So that's it for now. I think you enjoyed this video. Please give a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel if you appreciate our efforts to keep you updated on technology. And please don't forget to subscribe. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and always be happy.